Yo, what is good? Haven't done a video like this in quite some time, but with the copyright stuff happening recently, I wanted to get a longer talking video out about Sakamoto's Day because it is a phenomenal anime that had a ridiculous amount of hate circling around it. Regardless of the animation of this song and smaller things like that, people really gave me the feeling that this show slash manga already was going to be phenomenal to watch in general. So to hear all this negative stuff being thrown at it before we even saw it definitely had me on the fence. So I'm here to tell you episode 1 through 3 as of right now is completely on top of its game. Not only am I excited to see more of this character and his side characters, the mafia slash hitman are just as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than I expected them to be. They're willing to attack him even on roller coaster rides. So I can only imagine how far they're willing to go when it comes down to not only attacking his family, but now these new people in his life that he continues to add later on. So knowing these things about this show, episode 1 kicks off with him really not having any cares in the world until a former comrade of his shows up and pretty much tries to take him out after getting the word that he needs to, or it's going to be something even worse than what he can imagine with the people he's already been hired for. So, him having his mind reading abilities, he should have been able to take out a rusty version of our main character, but even with all the fat that the narrator tells us about, he is still beyond reach when it comes to fighting these other people in the Hitman squad. So knowing that he continues to just stunt on every single person that walks up on him, having the ability to read minds and know what someone wants to do in the moment has been the biggest move slash plot convenience for this character. And to think that that one thing was completely taken out and destroyed by our main character in seconds, go and watch the short that I put out. It really does make you wonder how much more he could do, even in a situation where he is in the losing hand of it. That being said, we go into episode 2, where after destroying his former comrade, and that comrade was willing to sacrifice himself so he can live his life and let his comrade take the bullet for all the people hunting him, he shows up and pretty much gives him the lowdown on you can't kill anybody just like how I can't. And we get to see a good glimpse of why that kill rule exists. But with episode 2 being the way that it is, showing us their lives and just bumping into somebody and how quickly they're willing to take in their problems as much as the other people will take in theirs, it does make for an interesting story. How much more things are they going to continue to go through as a team, or are they ever going to go solo and try to break off and do their own things? I'm so curious about the side characters now because they not only bring life, but they clearly care about the store owner who, let's just say, doesn't seem to care about anything but his family. Anybody that says anything wrong, he instantly thinks about taking them out, which I love about him as well. That all being said, episode 2 ends mainly with us just seeing a new character being added, and her specialty is Kung Fu. But even though she is very talented at fighting, she got into a tough situation with some disgustingly strong assassins who like to cut off heads and take photos with them or like sculpt them. So as you can see, everything in this show has character to it. Even the villains that may have short-lived time periods even have quite a bit of character to them. So taking them out and moving forward, seeing just how broken our character is again, we wind up in episode 3 where we go on a field trip where even just the field trip alone scares our main character, but we get met by a pizza man who thought he was slick, gets bodied, and then we also meet a doppelganger who is probably going to be my favorite character. I can just feel it. Not only did he carry off the pizza man so quickly, the mind reader couldn't keep up with him, but he also kept his mind so blank that the mind reader could not take advantage of any situation to figure out who the real doppelganger was in the situation. So he is ridiculously trained, lied about being 18 or whatever, really is 21, or sorry, 37, and it. There's so many questions when it comes to that character. Why is he so badass? I don't know. But will he overshine other characters? I hope so. Overall, man, I really do dig this show. I think it's much worth the watch. If you did come here because of the title, is it worth watching this show? 1,000,000%. I think it's going to be funny. We're only on episode 3, and I'm already suggesting it to so many more people, regardless of the word out there of the quality. And if you do like the quality so much, you should check out the manga. I hear the art and story is amazing. So if you're like me, wait until the anime finish, catch up in the manga if you want to. And I will definitely be looking forward to what y'all are talking about when it comes to the end of this show. Because I made this character in Tekken if he pretty much never stopped being an assassin. This is him, old version, using swords, mini knives, and guns. So I thought it would be pretty cool to bring it back to the roots of my old channel and really bring back a gaming video of me gaming and just talking to y'all. So that being said, thank you so much for your support over the time. I plan on dropping a video for solo leveling as well. If not, solo leveling might be out first. So with all that being said, y'all, I hope y'all have a great night, evening, whatever the case is when you're watching this. I'm your boy, the Anime G, and I'll definitely talk to you in the next one. Peace.